Grand sunrise, baby. Grand sunrise, Reva. Hey, my love. Hey, hey, hey. I hope you are doing well. I've just, woke up and chunked on some clothes. I feel really good today. It is beautifully gray out today. How does it look in Texas, Shay? Reva, Shay, Sage, and Salt. That's what it should say. Grand Rising, Simply Cypress. Hey, baby, you know what? I was thinking about you this morning. You got that stuff ready for me? Uh-huh. Listen, it's beautifully gray here this morning, and I just, I was contemplating, right, doing things. I don't just ask people to do stuff. It's a way of life for me. This is my journal. It's a way of life for me. I was journaling this morning, and I always reflect on my journey and what I've done. And I thought about, what I have been doing in this last season, you know what I'm saying, in this season of solitude. What have I been actually doing? Is bright and peaceful there? Ooh, good. Well, how is it in New York, Simply? How is it in New York? So I was sitting and doing my thing, and it came to me that, the one thing that I started doing more of, because I was always doing it, but the one thing I started doing more of was being intentionally honest with me about any situation, any thing that I've made, you know what I'm saying? Anything I've done, anything I'm intending on doing, I'm wanting to be honest with me in every step of that way. And in being honest with me causes me to completely be honest with people. But I have noticed that people are taking it as, blunt. Okay, like blunt. And sometimes they don't like that bluntness. They don't like that because we've been so conditioned to have we've been so conditioned to get the fluff and not, sometimes the real is not fluffy. Sometimes real is just what that is. And when you're able to be, and it can come across as blunt, it can come across as harsh, but it is also the way the receiver is receiving it and where they are in their lives. As for me, I'm going to keep being honest with me, okay? I'm going to keep being blunt with me. I'm going to keep in everything that I do. I'm going to continue to do that for me so that I can show up in the world when I'm helping my babies, my one-on-one clients, when I'm talking to friends, when I am working with my children, and they're all adults. Happy birthday to my eldest 33-year-old today. She turned 33 today. I've been telling the world she's 33 for like 6 months now. Okay. But anyway, she turns 33 today. Happy birthday. But I have relationships with them, and I'm very honest with them, and in turn, they're very honest with me. And for me, that's important. Thank you, Reva. Thank you, baby. Thank you. But it's very important for me. And I'm in a space where I'm like starting over. I'm starting over because, as I said on yesterday's live, I'm recognizing that I'm learning this new energy of me. Which I speak of consistently, of us unfolding into the greatest aspects of ourselves, right? I teach of that consistently. Unfolding into the greatest aspects of you, when you do that, when you're actually unfolded, when you've actually unfolded, there's a new you, there's a new energy there's a new vibration that you are familiar with, but you haven't been acquainted with in some time. So you have to allow yourself the time to really get to know you and to be intentional about showing up for you and being honest with you, because this is a new me. So and I don't mean it, and it's so cliche-ish. I hate when people say that, new year, new me. No shit, no. That's not what I'm saying. It's not the context in which I mean it in. What I'm saying is this is a part of me that I am getting reacquainted with. And I want to always be honest with me because this part of me is fucking phenomenal. This part of me loves hard. Shimmy J, thank you for joining. This part of me loves hard. This part of me cares deeply, and deeper than what I've cared before about how I'm showing up to the world, what I'm doing while I'm in the world. This is something for me. This is something. Greetings, welcome, Peter. Greetings, baby. Greetings. This is something for me, and how I show up into the world. And it's important for me to understand and understand and overstand this new frequency that I'm getting reacquainted with. So I have to be honest with me in every turn. And I'm grateful that I have done the things I've done prior to. Listen, I don't have any regrets over my past life. There's some challenges, there's some hard things, there's some experiences, there's some things I shouldn't have done or shouldn't have said. But I don't feel bad about any of that because I've forgiven myself. I've gone through the basics. I've gone through the processes that are required for me to stand tall, stand firm, and stay on my journey, regardless to what others may think about it. Because those things in this part of me, it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm starting over. I'm reintroducing myself to you because those of you who know me don't really know me anymore. Hell, I'm still learning this aspect of me. So unless we've been, tight white and sharing around this, we don't know each other anymore. And so what I'm doing is I'm reintroducing myself here. I'm reintroducing myself here because it's different. It's beautiful. It's freeing. And I love it. And so therefore I want to share it with whomever comes around. I'll be sipping my tea. This is roasted dandelion root. I'll be sipping my tea, enjoying my life. I'll be sharing what I share. It's different and I love it. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I understand. I am pulling back the layers. I am doing the work. I am learning to stop showing up like others want to make them feel better. Oh, how others may want just to make them feel better and not showing up for myself. Absolutely. Absolutely, Simply Cypress. Y'all go follow her. She makes beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy-filled, handmade products. Go over there and check her out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, this is something different for me. This is something different. This is something that I enjoy more of. I had to sit with myself and sit at the seat of myself, sit in the root of who I am, and sit there and sit there and sit there. And in sitting there, welcome, sweet baby. Shelly Michelle, in sitting there in the root of me, I begin to feel the freedom of completely allowing things to flow in and out, the energy of my thoughts, not trying to control them, just letting them be, but listening, turning the volume down there and listening to what it is that my heart space is saying to me. Listen to how it's dealing with me in a particular situation. Seeing where I'm resisting getting my shit right. And I'm working on me. That space brought me to this beautiful place of surety. This beautiful place of gnosis. And yeah, there are times when, the volume in my mind gets turned up again. And all I do is recognize it as such and go turn it down and make certain that it is aligned with what it is that my spirit and my heart is saying. Period. So I want to come before you. I want you to understand that this is a brand new me. And for those of you who know me, don't know me at all. Those of you who knew me back then, about 8 months ago, you don't know me anymore. I'm different. And it's nice to meet you. And I look forward to getting to know you again. I look forward to getting to know you again. But I've had to go really, really deep. I enjoyed the retreat that I did. That was a great accomplishment for me because I hadn't ever really worked with other souls like that. I was normally used to doing it solo dolo. And now I've had that experience, and the retreats were fire. And those people, it was small and intimate. And those people that came, their lives have changed. They've met some of their soul families, and I'm grateful for that. But in this moment, that's not even on my radar. What's on my radar is getting back to the root of things, because things are getting so far out of hand. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful to have made your acquaintance and rub shoulders with that beautiful energy of yours, baby. I love you. I love you. I love you. Now, let's just put it like this. Now, I want to bring people back to the root of things because things are getting so out of hand with the marketing of the healing of your soul. It's a marketing campaign now. The healing your soul is a marketing campaign. And so it's become commercialized and people have gotten away from the root of it. And you can have fun here. Baby, I'll be dancing around this place all the time. Wherever I go, out in the yard, wherever I go, I dance around. I enjoy myself. There's pleasure here. Being honest with yourself. There's joy, there's strength, there's comfort here. But then there's also discomfort. Because you're going to be pressed every single moment of every single minute of every single hour of every single day to trust you. To trust what your spirit is saying. To call you out, to be accountable for yourself. In this space, it happens simultaneously. And a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't want to deal with that because it causes them to really change. Well, I am the evolutionary life guide because I am continuously evolving within myself. So those of them who I bring assistance to and be the guide for them, because I ain't going to do the work, but I'm going to guide you into the light of the sun within you. For those of them who are meant to be that, we get to evolve together, baby. We get to evolve together. I'm thinking about my babies right now and how they've been with me for so long. And we're evolving together. We have formed and forged a relationship, a beautiful relationship. Because I have remained honest. They have been able to see me, some of them from the very beginning of my evolution to where I am right now. They've been following with me with relationships, and listen here, man. They've learned a lot about me, and they see, and they're evolving as I'm evolving, and it is a beautiful thing. But guess what? They are held accountable. And in times when they can't hold themselves accountable because they can't see it because they're so riddled with pain, that's my job to hold you accountable for loving you. And slowly but surely, it starts to change. And they start to grow and they start to hear themselves. They start to pay attention. They start to be honest with themselves. That's what it's all about, babies. That's what it's all about. And everything else you desire after that, you will draw it to you. You won't have to chase it. My love and I were talking, or my loves and I were talking yesterday, and we were sharing some beautifulness. We were talking about how, at one point we used to chase the bag. Everybody talking about chasing the bag. We used to chase the bag. We used to literally chase the bag, and we didn't have any energy left to do anything with. We burned out and so forth. And then we got to the space of just starting to really do what we love, and now the bag comes to us. But we don't care about that. That's not our primary focus. Because nothing in that bag, or nothing you buy with that bag, you can take with you. Now let's just get real and get our heads out the clouds for a high, quick second. None of that stuff you can take with you, right? You can't take any of that with you. So why place your happiness in it? I'm going to give you some food for thought today. if you can't take it with you, why give your happiness to it, and have your happiness be reliant upon it, how much of it you have? And start focusing on the things that really sustain you as a individual being. What makes you tick when you get up in the morning? What makes you have a great day? Does jazz do it for you? Classical do it for you? Straight ratchet, or a straight ratchet, rap. You can tell I don't listen to it. If that floats your boat, what gets you going? What gets your juices pumping for you? Focus on that and enjoy that while it's happening. Enjoy the process. Maybe you might wake up one morning and you're just not in that space. And you need to get in that space, and you recognize this is not how you want your day to be. So because you're in control of that, you do something about that. And when you do something about that, if it's playing the music, play the music. And in that, enjoy watching how your vibration raises, and how that frown in the middle of your head, went away, and you started to smile, and you start having beautiful epiphanies. Most of the times, that's when you start getting the ideas to bring your manifestations into fruition. Okay? See, you have to go back to the places where things were simple. If you're in a space where you're stuck, as I talked about yesterday, my campaign is reevaluate and regroup. And when you do, don't forget to shine your light. Right now, I am in the process of continual reevaluation, continual regrouping if necessary. And now I'm coming before you shining my light. I'm shining what it is that is in my heart, what I have learned, and I hope it can help you. That's all I want to do. That was the root of why it is I started what it is that I've been doing since 2008. I am 48 years old, and I finally got it. This time I'm going to hold on to it. Okay? So I came on here to shine a little light, to radiate love your way, to send you positive vibes in the words in which I said, and I'm sharing with you. I hope it helps. Listen to me. I love you, but I can't love you better than you can. If you are in a space of stuck or unsureness, unfold why it is you did that thing in the first place. And allow your why to be the fuel that lights your fire and keep going. But honey, if you find that thing no longer aligns, it's time for you to reevaluate and regroup. And when you do, don't forget to shine your light, my loves. Don't forget to shine your light. All right. See y'all when I see y'all. Love you. Peace.